Game number 3. Let's take a look if anyone's got contract. Sleep's got a contract this game. Is that the only contract that we see? Fresnel might have contract. Yeah, he also has a contract. Okay. So Fresnel using the Timber Clocks early game, but definitely he's gonna probably try to play into Legion Commander if he can. I think he's a very big fan of playing Legion. Who won game 2, friends? Like Martini here. Does have 2 Legions on the bench with an Axe too. A couple of Druids as well. Or 2 Legions, yeah, so we might actually see Martini also play into the Legions, possibly. That could be a thing here. SwiftPanther gonna play into Assassins. We actually see SwiftPanther play a lot of Assassins, to be honest. I kind of shook that he hasn't played any Assassins yet today. Montroller. Got some Scrappies on the bench, some Druids on the board. So we might see him play into either one of those builds. We're just gonna have to see what his next packs hold. And there's another Weaver. Oh my god, that's a Jug 2-star in his shop. On round 5. Round 4, sorry. Round 4, Jug 2-star in his shop. Is he gonna take this? It looks like he is. I think he's gonna take it. I think he's gonna take it and he's gonna play into Brownies right now. What do you guys think? I think that's a wonderful idea. Oh, no? He's gonna ignore them. He's gonna go straight into Bat Rider. Shadow Shaman. He actually just ignored a round 4 Jug 2-star. Interesting. That's very interesting. I think I would have taken it. Go Scrappies, don't do it. I think I would have taken it. I would have found like an insect next turn and just played that. And I think we could have just built up on like Brownies. Like early game Jug like that just means you can finish a Jug 3-star this game. Probably. That's a throw? I mean, aren't you the enemy in this game, Leroy? You would say that's a throw. Seems like bait. Two Beastmasters for Leroy. He's finished a 2-star Heartless already. He's trying to find that Lightstealer or Abaddon as soon as he can so he can have 4 Heartless on the board. Sorry guys, I'm out of breath because I took Luna for a walk and we also had a run. So it's kind of hard out here. So Peachlub, who won last game, it looks like he's actually going to go for mages once again. Sleep does have a Storm Spirit 2-star on his bench. Maybe they're going to try to contest for mages. Both of them are going to contest for mages once again. There's a very high possibility of that. This game, Peachlub doesn't have those axes and early Razor 2, Storm, Ogre 2 that he did last game. But we'll see how it works for him. He does find a Midas though on round 5, which could be really helpful. And okay, never mind. It looks like Peachlub just picked up that Storm. He didn't even think about it. He didn't even think if he wanted to, like, you know, get eco or something first. He just took it. He's like, he sees Storm, take Storm, you know? Unfortunately, he cannot hit 30 gold eco on this round, but that's okay. He does have 2 more Earth Spirits in the shop. He can play into Spear and Mages this game if you would like to. He took Dagger. It seems like he did take a Dagger. Maybe because of Mages, he thinks that it's better to play with Blink Dagger so you get mana regen. I mean, you can't really blame him. It could be good, obviously. At least the Storm was able to kill off the Ember. He's gonna be able to reduce 1 damage he takes this round. Fresnel. Let's see his progress onto the Legion Commander here. He's actually playing Midas on his Bloodseeker. I'm guessing it's a Bloodseeker 2-star. And with Contract, this Bloodseeker should be able to get quite a bit of damage. Fresnel not picking up a single... He has not gotten a single Legion Commander up until now. Which feels really bad when you play with Contract. And you want to play into Legion. So... But he does have a pair of Bloodseekers. Now, if you're going to play Bloodseekers, you probably want to play with... Oh, Oh wow, that blink on the tiny. Too much damage from the Bloodseeker with the contract. Or with the extra damage from the contract. It's very sweet. $100. Huh. Leeroy here, his Pudge getting banged up by Martini's Legion 2, Axe 2 Heartless board that he's got right now. Leeroy seems like he wants to play from behind once again. He's not having a good time at the moment. He does have a Clockwork Nyx Assassin. He's gonna make a hard turn into Scrappy's, as we all know it. Scrappy Andy. Scrappy Andy up in here. Or he's just gonna sell off the Beastmaster. Nope, he's just gonna roll over the Tinker. Oh my god! This is the first time we've seen Leeroy roll over a Tinker. He's ignored it completely. We called him a Scrappy Andy, and now he's like, no, I'll show you how to play something else. Now he's got 4 Heartless, Beastmaster 2-star on the board. This is a really, really strong Beastmaster at this point. That did a lot of damage, by the way, because of the minus armor, but it might not be good enough. These Bloodseekers are healing a lot, but the Pudge is way too tanky. Can the Bloodseekers kill them before? Oh no, they did kill them and got HP for it. It's actually very interesting to play double Bloodseekers, because even if one of them gets a kill, the other one also gets HP, as long as it's in the vicinity, right? So that's pretty cool that you can... It's actually okay to play double Bloodseekers. Top 8 confirm. Yeah, even though he has such a powerful board like this and he's having a hard time right now, that can be a good sign. Like, if you're playing 4 Heartless, you kind of want to be winning, like, your first 10 to 15 rounds in order to have, like, a decent game going into the late. But since he's actually losing these rounds, it's very problematic. Now, there is a Necro in the shop, which can possibly build into 6 Heartless at any point. Like, if he finds a Lifestealer, that's 6 Heartless right there. So he's just going to sell off the Viper to get his 20 gold interest. He's gonna buy the Necro and the Sniper, I'm guessing here, so he can get Hunters, and he's got another Sniper now. Oh, this is a really good out for Leeroy. He can play into Hunters with Heartless. On 6 he can have Hunters in, and that's gonna be really sweet for him. For Heartless or 1 Octu? I'll take the Heartless. It's like permanent debuff on the opponent, so it's pretty cool. So Fresnel gonna lose a round here to SwiftPanther. SwiftPanther is actually level 6 already, which is kind of big. Let's see what Underlord he's gonna take. He's gonna go with the Eno. So SwiftPanther gonna play Eno in his Assassin's build. Very interesting. Actually, he's not really in Assassins only, right? He's also got Scrappies on the bench. So there's potential for both things for him here. Montroller Eno, Leeroy Eno. Fresnel gets the an Essex. Martini Eno. Montroller Eno. Oh wait, we already saw that. Okay, and Sleep gets an Essex. So only the bot took Joe this time around, and Peachlub with the Friendly Fire Hobgin, trying to repeat what happened in game. Guys, Peachlub is the chosen one. Peachlub is the chosen one. Okay? The chosen mage. Peachlub was like a wizard that was burned alive. And now is coming back with vengeance. Peachlub has a Storm 3 on round 10. Literally all he has to do is get leveled up and put in 6 mages. This is why you're not supposed to burn witches. They come back alive and just destroy you. In other ways. Like getting Storm Spirit 3-star on round 8 or 10 or whatever it was. Alright, so Sleep here. Sleep here can probably give up on the Storm 3 Dream for sure. Sleep can probably just play into Spirits. There's still potential for that. But as of right now, Sleep is economy is not doing too hot because he's got a bunch of units. And is also trying to play into like Brawnies or something. I'm not really sure. But he might have to like sell out like one of the strategies now. When you're on round 12, it's time for you to like settle in for one strat and just play into it. Or else you're like not leveling, you're holding too much gold on your bench, on your board, and it just doesn't, it feels awful. So SwiftPanther, it looks like he's ditching the assassins. He's just gonna go play into scrappies instead. So that transition might be a little tough, but he can definitely do it. Martini has 2 Legion 2s already. We did not see this, but Martini almost has a Legion 3-star this game as well. This might be the game where like all the players are gonna be able to 3-star something. Because Legion, all the Legions are gonna be removed by Martini. The Storms have already been removed by Peachlub. So it's gonna be very interesting. So Martini getting really close into having... Oh, wow! Martini's just staying on level 5, by the way. So he's not leveling up right now. So, I mean, that's what Peachlub did too. Peachlub is also level 5. The guys who are close to 3 stars are level 5. The other guys already leveled up to 7. So Martini's one off Legion 3. And he also has a Midas. And his Legions have like 16 damage and 48 damage respectively. So like they're freaking beast. Like these Legions, when they combine, I don't know, man. There's some real crazy shit happening right here. Like, and both Legions are getting like 16 damage a fight right now. Okay, never mind. Martini met Peachlub's board, so he's not gonna get 16 damage in this fight. That's for sure. So how is Fresnel doing? Fresnel was the one who had contract. It seems like he's completely abandoned the idea of going for Legion contract. He's gonna play into some kind of like a Terrorblade sniper, probably scrappy contract build instead. He has another Clockwork in the shop, which is really nice for him. Buys a sniper. Should probably try to sell out of some of these things like Treants. I definitely get rid of the Treants and yeah, there we go. Get all that stuff out of here. Get that gold in. He couldn't figure out like what to sell to hit that last 3 gold. He's just playing with the Ogre and the Bloodseekers for sacrifices. This TV, when he transforms, as long as the contract units die, is gonna have a lot of damage. He does have Demon bonus too, so it's gonna be quite a bit. But if, let's say, all the Bloodbound units die at the same time, it's gonna be not so good for the TV, obviously. But it's okay, he's got many threats on the board. So that's what matters for Fresnel at the moment. He's got a very interesting board, that's for sure. Okay, so Martini did complete the Legion 3 and has 72 damage already on round 14. Whew. This is some crazy game, guys. This is an absolutely insane game. I don't even know what's happening right now. One guy has a Storm 3 and the other guy has an LC 3. These are the big boss strategies coming through right now. Big boss. Well, Peachlub is actually at 50 health. He's not doing too hot at the moment. He's gonna need to really like keep leveling and get his upgrades. And his Storm feels like it's a bit too far away and way too far out like in the back. It's kind of like the feeling at the moment. But Sleep down to 5 health, guys. It's round 15. He's got 5 health. It's actually a complete disaster. Even the bot has still 40 health. So Sleep is actually gonna get 8th place here, most likely. Leeroy, how's Leeroy looking? Leeroy got a TB 2-star, playing with 4 Heartless and 4 Hunters. I'm guessing Leeroy's game plan here is probably just play 6 Hunters. I'm guessing this is a 6 Hunter game, right, for Leeroy? He also has 6 Heartless on the bench if he ever wants it. But he's probably not going to play into that right now. Leeroy doesn't have a lot of gold though. It seems like he's rolled quite a bit this game to hit some of his upgrades so he can stay competitive. And then in order to go to 8, he's going to actually have to wait a few more turns to collect enough gold to do that. And Leeroy here gonna take out Sleep. Martini also getting some free dual damage here. Martini's at 96. Dude, this Legion, this game, can go up to 300 damage. Especially if on round 20, he finds a refresher. If he finds a refresher on round 20, I'm taking that. And I'm putting it on the Legion Commander this game. That's for sure. And let's not forget that as of right now, Martini is playing without Demon bonus. Is right? Oh no, he does have Demon bonus. He's got Shadow Demon. I'm stupid. He's got a Demon bonus. You just forget that Shadow Demon is actually a demon. He's playing 4 Heartless with Demon bonus. Okay, never mind. But refresher. That's the main point. No Demon bonus. There's a Shadow Demon right there, bruh. Bruh. How's he getting this much damage if he doesn't have demons, you idiot? Sometimes, you know, even top players can be dumb like me, you know? Oh goodness, that Storm Spirit getting locked down there. It seems like the Legion Commander is just way too tanky for Peachlub to take out. This Legion getting so many kills too every fight. To be honest, the best thing for Martini to do is actually play 4 Brownies, right? Because when he gets 4 Brownies, his Legion's gonna have so much health and it already has a lot of damage, right? This Legion's gonna be chunking it this game. It's gonna be chunking it for sure. And Martini going to level 8, gonna throw in a second Shadow Demon. That's gonna be another Demon and also a Purge. That's gonna be really strong. Montroller is playing Knights in the highest health at the moment. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, I think Martini is in like the best position to win this game. It's not even the Storm 3 anymore. The Storm 3 is good and all, but this like mages lose to brutes in the late game. Even without scaled, the mages are gonna lose to brutes in the late game. The only way mages can beat brutes late game is with a lot of spirits, and if you have Storm 3, you're not playing a lot of spirits. You're playing 6 mages for sure. So Montroller gonna destroy Fresnel's board. Fresnel, the Bloodbound comp that he's playing is not looking too hot for him. He's just getting put down to 37 health. You know, we had a lot of high hopes for Fresnel going into this tournament, but up until now, it doesn't seem like he's in great shape. Maybe we'll see him pick it up when it comes near, like, I mean, he still needs to collect enough points to go to the next round, right? So he might have to take it a bit more seriously already if he actually wants to win. Because right now, he's not in good shape whatsoever. Sorry, Sleeps. Feels bad, man. So Leeroy here with his hunters on the bench, trying to save up gold to go to level 8. Oh, he does have a Bristleback 2-star though. That's a pretty big unit when you play into 4 Heartless. But he's only going to play like 2 Brutes, right? This game, Breeby and the Beastmaster. I think Leeroy, his only plan this game is to try to get top 3. Like, I don't know how Leeroy can actually win this game. I mean, Leeroy probably has the highest chance of beating Martini because he's playing Heartless, and Heartless is really good against like Hunter boards. But this board, sorry, Heartless is really good against Legion boards. But this board is not really good against the mages, right? So it's gonna be like some kind of a rock, paper, scissors after that. So it really depends like how many times Leeroy will match up against Martini and actually beat him. Is he gonna get 6? Wait, is he gonna get 6 Heartless in here with Shadow Demon? Or is he just gonna save gold and go to 9 and get 6 Heartless in after that? That's also fine to get 6 Heartless in after you go to 9, right? Oh, there it is. There's the Legion. And you can see how the Legion is actually taking damage against this Heartless build. Compared to the other boards where like the Legion didn't actually even die. And it's the last one to die. But now that Martini has Lifestealer with a Mask of Madness, he actually has like another carry on his board. So Peachlub managed to get to 6 mages now with a Kato 2-star already, so that's gonna help Peachlub quite a bit to make his Storm into a hard carry. Montroller lost around 2. SwiftPanther with his Scrappies and Assassin combo is hanging out in 2nd place, but I feel like this is not gonna be lasting all that long. At some point, SwiftPanther, with the board state that he has right now, it should be running out of gas pretty soon if he doesn't hit like really key units like Gyrocopter or Dusa and also try to 2-star them. Oh, Peachlub's got some next level board, seriously. Peachlub is actually extremely impressive. So take a look at this, right? So Peachlub has the Storm Spirit, right? 3-star Storm Spirit right here. Then he's got his axe with Blink Dagger. So you know this axe is gonna blink right here. That's what always happens. So his axe blinks here, calls everything, and the Storm is gonna zip diagonally because to the furthest unit away. So whoever the axe locks in here, the Storm is gonna zip to it and it's gonna do like a shit ton of damage. And then the axe is probably not gonna die. So the Storm is gonna zip out and it's gonna do damage again to the units here. Like it's actually this blink axe is actually game winning for this mage board. It's actually game winning. Like you would have thought almost every other player would have taken Midas, but this blink dagger, especially since he has Storm 3, super freaking game winning. Now you can put your units to have good items, but how you position them is far more important, and that positioning is like epic. That's why I say it's so impressive, because like whether he did it on purpose or not, it's like insane, and I'm pretty sure he did it understanding like what's actually happening, because good players always see the fights and see how they progress and then adjust their boards accordingly to that. Now imagine if this axe was sitting here and blinked here. It's awful. It doesn't do anything, because this way it's like you're combining two heroes together to play with each other. So it's freaking insane. So Martini manages to get 3 brownies in now. He needs 1 more, so he's missing Bristleback or Disruptor. I wonder if Martini wants to play He's got knights, right? I wonder if he gets Disruptor and gets one more Warlock like Alchemist, it would be better for him. So he can have Warlock synergy for his Legion Commander, right? But the Dragon Knight provides more synergies for his Legion though. So it's an extra 8% health and 3% damage. But eventually he's gonna want to put Disruptor or Bristleback in here, so there's 4 Brawnies, and that's gonna give Legion a shit ton of HP. In that sense, it probably makes more sense to drop the Dragon Knight later and have Disruptor in with Alchemist on 10. And Fresnel gonna get knocked out here. He's gonna be bottom 3. Fresnel really not having a good time in these games. But his builds are very unconventional too. So SwiftPanther actually beats Leeroy. Yeah, so Leeroy's board is like he's just trying to do what he can. And his gold is super scuffed, especially with all this like units he's got on the bench. And he's not able to go to 9. Like by now every player should be on level 9 to be honest, and he isn't, so he's having a really hard time at the moment. And all these guys got 40 health, so the builds that are not tier 1 at this point are gonna start falling off really hard. So we got Montroller with the Knights fighting into Martini's Legion build. This Legion has 192 damage by the way. And like I said, there's a chance that like it can go to 300, but probably not. This game. Like if it ends by like round 30, right? It's not enough, right? 6. Yeah, it's not enough. Now I gotta pull out a calculator because of a Pega Club. How much damage does Legion 3-star do? Alright, how much damage does it get? 12 only, right? Yeah, it was nerfed, so it's only 12. Like only 60 damage you can get in the next 5 turns. It's not a lot. I thought it was actually giving him like 16 damage for some reason. It's only 12. That's like very little. So he's not gonna be able to get 300. If he had Refresher, he could have. Man, if you had an option for a Refresher this game, it would have been sick on this Legion. Just get double dual damage every single fight. So SwiftPanther here, like we said, he's running out of gas with his build. He did go to 9, and he didn't find any Gyros or Medusa. He did find 2 Faceless Void. So Faceless Void is not the unit that's gonna save him though. Like even if it gets 2-star. Faceless Void as a unit doesn't deal much DPS unless you have 6 assassins. So in this situation, I think SwiftPanther doesn't have enough DPS overall. And he's playing dragons, and dragons are also not a whole lot of DPS in Scrappy build. So he's gonna get punished as well. He's gonna take 14 damage here. Leeroy also starting to run out of gas without being able to level to 9. Does find a Scythe Refresher Dagon in the shop. Refresher probably seems like the best option. I'm just not sure who he's gonna decide to put that on. Maybe the BB, or sorry, the Beastmaster? No, he's gonna get it on the Abaddon for the extra shield. Interesting. I wonder if it's better you put Refresher on like Pudge, so that the Pudge just like double hooks range units. Because anyone who's like trying to cover for the Pudge, they're not gonna expect the second hook, right? Then maybe with the Heartless Hunters, he can just get 2 range units killed off right away from the start of the fight. That might just be really smart to do. And you can just put the chainmail on like your extra bristleback or whatever, so he's tankier, right? To deal more damage. Like imagine the second hook hooks that Troll Warlord, right? That would be really good, because Troll is like the highest DPSer for this board. But it looks like the Knights got punished here by Leeroy's board. Montroller, surprisingly, doesn't have a whole lot of upgrades. He's only playing 3 Trolls. So he's like, it's a little problematic for him. And it's could also be because he's playing the Druid. So he's running out of like slots to put the 4th Troll in. And I feel like his positioning is not all that good. Like I'd probably play more towards the side so that the knights will go out in like one angle instead of being split up. He even has Yoink Eno, so that should be like healing his board quite a bit, but it's not doing a whole lot right now. So Peachlub with his Storm 3 that you got super early in the game is sitting around second place. That's what we kind of expected from the start, that Martini's gonna probably win this game with the Legion 3 that early, and the Storm, like the Mage board can't actually survive against like this Legion board. Here comes the Legions though. It's gonna start chunking pretty hard. There's way too much health on this board with the 4 brutes. Like, this is the worst matchup for Peachlub. Peachlub just wished he fought somebody else. Peachlub gonna get dropped to 5 health. Fortunately for Peachlub, he's not gonna fight someone else right now, but obviously it's not a very comfortable situation to be in, to have 5 HP on round 27. Leeroy gonna get chunked by SwiftPanther. Swift has a Gyrocopter 1 now on the board. I'd most definitely put the Diffusal Blade on the Gyro instead of the Sniper, because the Sniper spends time charging up his Assassinate, so during that time he's not burning mana. But Gyrocopter hits super fast, 1.11 attack rate versus 0.63, and also there's a Dusa in the shop. There's a Dusa in here. I would highly recommend SwiftPanther to dish the Nyx for the Dusa, so he has a Hunter bonus for Sniper Deadeye, right? And he will do exactly that. It's really good by him to do that. This is one of the problems with playing dragons in Scrappies, is that you gotta go to level 10 to fit all your aces and your dragons, and you're not even gonna play insects too. And insects are like the best against Martini's board, who has like this Legion Commander. Obviously you have a Bristleback who can kill the insects, which kind of hurts, but it's still very important. Maybe it's not that important because there's also a Necrophos in here. But BB and Necro is just too much for the insects. But it looks like SwiftPanther is doing alright, but it's just not enough. He's gonna die here. Peachlub gonna get taken out by Montroller's mages. Oh no! That 3-star Storm Spirit on round 10. Actually going out in 5th place. Might have been a bit too many bad matchups. And Montroller with the Knights. The mages just couldn't get through all these Knights here. And the Storm Spirit probably got rooted by the Lone Druid too. And SwiftPanther gonna die out in 4th place. Martini completing a 3-star Shadow Demon now. Leeroy and Montroller both at one hit away from Martini's board. And let's see who is going to die first. So this Legion has 240 damage. So this Heartless, Brawny, Brute Legion board. Too strong, too tanky. This Legion is just way too tanky. Got like a solid 540 DPS on top of the Heartless. Montroller gonna die. Leeroy gonna get 2nd place here by beating Montroller's board as well. So Leeroy secured himself 2nd place with this Heartless Hunter board. I just can't imagine Leeroy having any chance in this game to fight into Martini. He just left the game.
Axe doesn't back down from a challenge.
By the way, if you don't take Eno, you're fucked. Just so you guys know. Like in this kind of games, if you don't have Eno and the enemy has Eno, it's gonna be very bad. You can see this, like 4 players, top 4 Eno, bottom players, bottom 4 Eno, not Eno. I think the only time you don't need Eno is like if you're playing Legion and you want to play a demon, but even then, like you probably want Eno, I think. And there it is, GG. Also, I'll tell you that these 2 players, they both take Eno every game.